Philadelphia Eagles player Malik Jackson rejects Drew Brees' apology. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. He did an interview with one of the people from the NFL somewhere. I'll put that link in the description. They did it on Facebook. But let's talk about it. Check out our NFL playlist. More videos like this, or just videos pertaining to the NFL. And he says that he don't feel that Drew Brees, his apology, was sincere. He said he only apologized because of the backlash, and that he got to go back to New Orleans and play, and there's still an abundance of black people that's still in New Orleans, and he had to save face. And I definitely agree. If there wasn't no backlash for his comments, he wouldn't apologize. You only apologize when you do something wrong. Willingly. You know what I'm saying? And Malik Jackson, right. He is what he is. Terrell Owens said that. I seen that on Tom Business page. Check his junk out. Tom Business and Sports Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He said the same. He said, Terrell Owens said the same thing. He is who he is. This is a 40-year-old man. Y'all think, after everything that happened, leading up to Kaepernick and all that, I'm gonna do a Kaepernick video too. You think all that happened, that he would have learned all the times he played with black players that went through black issues, that came from the bottom, that he would sympathize with them? Hey man, in 40 years or 20 years in the National Football League, better yet, ain't changed Drew Brees in the way he look at brothers. Why would 3 or 4 days? Why would a talk from Shannon Sharp, a fake black representative activist? Come on. Why would that change you in a matter of days? Malik Jackson is right. His apology ain't sincere. And he said he got the date when the Eagles play the Saints. He got that circled on his calendar. He can't wait to put his dick in the dirt, straight up and down. He can't wait to fuck Drew Brees up. And a lot of the defensive players should be like that. He said, how can you make a comment like that when the people that block for you black, the people that catch the ball for you black? How can you make that comment? Because he's a racist. Straight up and down. I'm not giving no passes. I'm not apologizing. I'm not accepting his apology. They ain't accepted last night, like I told you. That still ain't accepted Kevin Hart apology. They still ain't accepted Michael Vick apology. And it's a lot of other ones that I can't think of right now. They're still apologizing to this day for something that they did. We quick to accept their apology and turn the other cheek and let them continue to play us and run us over. And they quick to cancel us. But I feel them. And if I'm a defender, if I'm offensive line, I'm not blocking for him, bro. I'm gonna remember they didn't block for Robert Griffin III in Washington. Just let you know, it just ain't a white and a black thing in the NFL. I think it's some self-hating dudes in there. I think you got self-hating black dudes in there because they didn't block for Robert Griffin III because how close he was with the Redskins owner. Let that sink in for a minute. But good old boy Kirk Cousins got in there and they blocked for him. Come on, man. That let you know, man, where the NFL head is at. Where a lot of these players' head is at. But I'm with Malik Jackson. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. And if you buy it as a black man, you lost. You lost. You don't know who you are. You don't know your history. If we could change Drew Brees, a white boy that grew up in Texas and went to school in Indiana, and look up Indiana, people talk about the South, talk about the Midwest. That's truly, truly the secondary clan country. And you grew up, basically as a kid and a teenager in Texas, and as a man in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And for 40 years of your life, we couldn't change your views on what we've been saying for the last 2 or 3 years. We've been saying for a lifetime. All of a sudden, in a matter of a couple of conversations, 2 or 3 days, you a changed man. I can't change clothes that quick. But hey, shout out to Malik Jackson, bro. He exactly right. He from LA. He played for Denver, then he got that big contract in Jacksonville, and now he with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I salute him. I still don't have a lot of respect for NFL players for not standing up for Kaepernick and not standing up for their money, overall the benefits of everybody, especially standing up for the old timers who built the foundation of the league, like Deacon Jones, who was getting like $80 or something like that for his pension. I still is standing up for not riding with Eric Dickerson. But, you know, at the end of the day, he right. And I'm glad he stepped up when all these dudes talking about Michael Thomas, that's my quarterback, and everybody giving him a pass. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody talk about Patrick Mahomes' mama agreeing with him? We know Patrick Mahomes doesn't identify as a black man. He can say whatever you want to say in this statement. He ain't no Mahomes boy. So like I said, you got self-hating black people in the league too. Drew Brees is not an isolated incident. And then Malik Jackson said, you got more racists in the NFL. He said you got a lot of racists that's in the NFL. He pointed out Richie Cognito and Jonathan Martin situation. He said that happens all the time. He caught himself, but he said it happens. He said you see it all the time. How the treatment of the black players, how they isolate and mistreatment of the black players, how they put the white people on the pedestal. Look no further than this. Before you get off, hear me out here. Derrick Henry ran the Titans through the playoffs and almost to the championship. He get the franchise tag. Ryan Tannehill get the $100 million payday, right? Dalvin Cook was the MVP of the Vikings last year. He ran them through the regular season. He got hurt towards the end, but he helped them win a playoff game over Brees and the Saints. Kirk Cousins get an extension. Dalvin Cook got it big for his money. That happens way too often. That's not an isolated incident. Matt Ryan ain't had to beg for a bone in Atlanta. Julio had to sit here, almost hold out the first game of the season to get his money. Why? Why Julio had to struggle? Andrew Luck, here go the kicker right here. Andrew Luck was allowed to keep his money that they could have recouped in Indianapolis, and he quit on the team at the drop of a dime. Barry Sanders with the Lions, they recouped his money when he retired. All the money Barry made for the Lions, and I'm a Lion fan. They did the same thing with Calvin Johnson, recouped his money. Everything Calvin sacrificed and playing in Detroit, just telling you, that's just what it is, man. It's the mistreatment. But how can you expect people who grew up in the bigotry and the racism and the segregation era, these old ass owners, to understand where we coming from? They can't. They can't. You can't change a 40-year-old Drew Brees, and you can't change a 100-year-old Jerry Jones or Martha Ford, Firestone, whatever her name is. You can't change Stephen Ross. You can't change Robert Kraft. And you know what? When they hand it down to their kids or to their wife or whoever, their grandkids, they taught them how to be racist too. Nobody born racist. You only learn. You learn to be racist. You know what I'm saying? So when they continue the Roonies to pass it down throughout their family, they teach their family how to be racist and how to oppress the black players and other minority people in this world. So y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel. Best way to do that, please, is to share the video, but Cash App, PayPal there. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Goodfellas Sports TV, we out.